All right, sorry y'all. I think I had to restart the live because my caption wasn't there, or I didn't see my caption. But anyway, hey everybody, it's an unexpected live. I just wanted to do a really quick live. It's not gonna be long. And talk about the infertility epidemic that we have been experiencing for some time, in case you didn't know. So, and hopefully you guys can see this later. I'm gonna try to pin this to the top of the group, but I just think that it's mostly Black women in this group for the most part. I know that we have, not saying I'm not trying to just have this be a Black woman group, but I'm just saying there's mostly Black women in this group. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the infertility in the Black community, because it is a lot more than what people think it is. And I know that, me being by the way, my name is Sasha. In case you guys are unfamiliar with me, I'm a holistic woman wellness coach. But because of what I do, I know the ins and outs of, the infertility epidemic and what's really going on. And the average person doesn't. The average person doesn't really know, is not really aware of how bad the infertility is. And it's not just, people just think, when they think about infertility, they typically think about women over 35, but I always say this, that's not true. There's women in their, 20s experiencing infertility at high rates, okay? So, hey, everybody coming in, hashtag live if you're here, and for those watching the replay, hashtag replay. So, I posted something earlier about IVF, and thank you. I want to shout out to Connie, because she really hit me with the statistics, and I was doing lots of research. I knew the infertility business, industry was huge, and I knew I thought it was a multi-billion-dollar business. She was like, no, it's actually it's projected to be a multi-billion-dollar business. So, in case you didn't know, when it comes to IVF, which is in vitro fertilization, what people do when they're typically infertile, they want to have a baby. It is valued at, in 2021, it was valued at, I think, $638 million. Okay. And it's projected to be valued at $2.4 billion in 2030. So that is a huge difference, And statistics have shown that if we continue on the trajectory that we're on right now, by the time it's like 2030 towards 2050, in between that, right, the vast majority of the population will be infertile. And that will affect Black women the most, because we are already twice as likely to be infertile than any other group, in case you don't know. When I say that, people are like, oh, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, do the research. Black women are twice as likely to be infertile than any other group of women, any other race of women. So that's why it's so alarming, and it affects us the most. So the fact that the vast majority of the population will be infertile, that's going to affect us the most. Like, it's scary. It's really scary. And I had a post earlier, I think it was on my main page, and I was saying, this is actually the group, in case you guys didn't know, but I had a post on my main page, and somebody was saying, well, Black women for infertility, we could just do IVF, we're resourceful. I'm like, IVF is 30,000. Like, IVF has went up, like, it's 30,000, and it's for Black women, in case you did not know, and you can do the research on this as well. For Black women, it's least likely, it has the worst outcomes for Black women. I don't know about you guys, but I know a few people that's went down that road, and very few people were successful. When it comes to Black women, we have the worst outcomes when it comes to IVF. You guys already know that when it comes to the healthcare system, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. No matter how much money, I always say this, Beyonce and Serena almost died in childbirth. So what does that tell you? It doesn't matter how much money you are. If you are a Black woman, then in the healthcare system, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. They don't care about you. When you complain that you're in pain, they don't listen. We already know that we're 3 times as likely to die in childbirth. So it's, for us to rely so heavily on IVF in case, we're not able to heal our wounds and become infertile, is kind of dangerous. I want us to be more proactive in wanting to actually prevent infertility from happening, because ladies, you can't prevent infertility. Contrary to popular belief, you can. But it's in the habits that you have, now, before you even get pregnant. It's in the habits that you have, before you even, get married, get pregnant, and all that stuff. It's in those habits. That's how you're going to prevent infertility from happening. But a lot of women don't realize that. They think that they don't worry about their womb, they don't worry about their health, and they don't worry about their hormones until it's time to get pregnant. And then all of a sudden, I was saying on I went live, what was it, on Tuesday on the video training. I was saying that it's so important that we take care of our bodies before we even think about getting pregnant. It's so important that we get our bodies to a healthy state when before we get pregnant, because why would you want to conceive and your body's in an unhealthy state? You have fibroids, you have heavy bleeding. Why would you want to bring a child into that state? Like I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it shows that, like I said, we're 3 times as likely to die in childbirth. We receive the worst health care. And then on top of that, we go into pregnancies with the worst health ever, than anybody else, any other group of women. And that's why we typically have the high-risk pregnancies. That's why we have, diabetes, and preeclampsia and all these other issues, health issues during pregnancy. And this is not just women in their 30s and 40s. The women in their 20s are also experiencing that. I know so many women that, got pregnant, was on bed rest. That's the norm for Black women. And that's scary. Because like I said, we're already at a disadvantage because of how the medical system treats us. So it just, to me, I was like, I had to do this live. I know a lot of people probably weren't going to be on it, but I had to do this live to let people know that we cannot just rely on IVF and think that's going to save us. We cannot, because like I said, Black women have typically the worst outcomes when it comes to IVF. And what if that doesn't work? You know how many people have done multiple cycles of IVF and it has not worked? And do you have $30,000 to just spend on that when you can, it's cheaper to take care of your womb now, and then, before it's so your womb could be in a healthy state so you can be fertile. Your womb could be in a fertile state. It's a lot cheaper to do that than to wait until you want to have a baby right now, so then it doesn't work and then you do IVF, So that's why I wish more and more Black women would actually be more, take the initiative to heal their body, to heal their wombs before, having children. I wish more and more Black women would do that, because it's not how these statistics are. It's not working in our favor right now, and it's getting worse and worse, and it's kind of scary. It's really scary. I'm like, are we gonna it's gonna get really bad in the next 20 years, or even before that point, probably the next 5-10 years. So I just want to say this, in case you didn't know, Black women are the most likely to experience any type of reproductive health issue. When it comes to fibroids, when it comes to, heavy bleeding, when it comes to endometriosis, PCOS, we're the most likely, about 80 to 90% of us experience some type of reproductive health issue. And that is due to many reasons, but I would say the top reason is we do not care about our health. And I'm going to say this. Look, this is just an example. How many people actually watched the video from the other day, the video training that I did that I did for free in the group? I had it in the group for 24 hours. How many people actually watched that? It was like an hour-long video where I was giving so much great information. And I posted today, a girl in a group said that because of that video, she took out her birth control. So she's already taking steps to healing her womb. I gave out so much great information about the diet. Excuse me. Sorry, I was eating nuts earlier. But about the foods that you can eat that's going to help you get fertile. I gave so much information about the diet you should be eating, about what you should not eat. So much information, and other things as well. So that was I think it was 52 minutes long, and I just put it on my site. I had it in a group for 24 hours, then I put it on my site for $33 only. So a lot of women was like, "Oh, I missed the video." I'm like, "Well, it's on the site, and it's more than worth $33. That's stuff I usually give to my clients. It's a lot of information in that 1 hour video. So if you are dealing with reproductive health issues, literally watching that video, it doesn't matter whether you want to have a child or not. Watching that video will help you at least start the process of healing your womb your womb health issues. Whether that's you have heavy bleeding, whether you have fibroids, that video is packed with information. So if you did not get a chance to watch the video and you're dealing with womb health issues, or you're dealing with heavy bleeding or any type of reproductive health issues, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So you be proactive about healing your womb now. If you are listening to this and you have not had children yet, or maybe you want to have another child later on, whatever, be proactive about healing your womb now. Don't rely so much on, I have IVF, I'll, find a way to get the money. One woman said to me on my post today was like, "Oh, well, Black women are resourceful. We'll find a way to get the money when it comes to IVF." I'm like, why are we not resourceful for getting help before it gets to that point? Why are we not resourceful when it comes to preventing these things from happening? We don't care about that, but we wait until we get a diagnosis, and then we're infertile before we actually care. about our health. That's so weird to me. We gotta stop doing that. That's why we're losing when it comes to our health. That's why we have the worst health. Like when it comes to Black women, our health sucks. So we gotta do better, ladies. We gotta do better. Okay. So I really want us to really care and actually start now. No matter where you are, I don't care if you don't want to have children for the next 10 years. Start now. If you're over the age of 21 and you're watching this, you need to be taking steps now to healing, because with these infertility rates, it's getting scary. And even if you don't have any type of reproductive health issues, still, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You should still be taking steps to healing your womb, to getting to keeping your body in balance, to making sure, to preventing those things from happening in the future. Because it's so common among Black women that even if you don't have it, it does not matter. You still have to do it. You still have to do the work to make sure your body stays in balance. Okay, so I just wanted to say that please don't rely on IVF, because you never know what could happen in the future. I mean, it's going up as as more and more people need it. It's going up and up and up. So eventually it'll probably be 50,000. So are you going to what are you going to do? Take a loan out for IVF when you could just do the work now to heal your womb? And it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I said nobody can complain about my prices. Nobody can complain about my prices anymore after I posted how much IVF costs. Nobody. Because in case you guys did not know, I've helped 3 women get pregnant naturally. No hormones, no weird hormones in their body, no surgeries, none of that. Naturally, that we're dealing with infertility. Okay, in case you didn't know. So if you guys are dealing with, I know there's some people that's dealing with that in this group, then definitely message me. I would love to take you on as a client and help you do it the natural way, so you don't have to spend $30,000 and up on IVF. That may not work, because when it comes to Black women, it has worse outcomes. So I don't get it. But anyway, didn't want this video to be super long, but I just really hope that we start taking initiative to take care of ourselves, to take care of our wombs before things get so bad. I don't want most Black women to be unfertile. I don't want us to get to that point. Okay. So like I said, if you have not checked out that video, the best diet for fertility, go ahead and go to my site. It's $33. That is, guys, $33. Get a copy of that, grab it, and you have lifetime access to that video, because it's something that you're gonna want to watch again and again and again, because it's packed with information. Go ahead and get that training. It's only $33, and in a couple weeks it's going to go up. So if you have not gotten it yet, go ahead and get it. It's on my site. I put the link in the bio. You click on video trainings and it will be there. Okay. I also have on my site under the video trainings, how to reverse anemia, which I also said is one of the top reasons why Black women in general cannot conceive, is low iron. That's one of the reasons, and also it's one of the reasons for miscarriages. One of the top reasons for miscarriages is low iron. So it's not a joke. A lot of people don't take their low iron, their anemia status seriously. They don't actually aggressively try to heal their anemia. Okay. So as somebody that was, like I said, anemic in the past, anemia can be healed, and it's not that hard to heal it. It doesn't take that long. I've had somebody heal anemia in my Sexy 6-week program. It's not that hard to heal. But at the same time, what we've been told, is the reason to increase our iron levels. It's not the truth. So that's why I have a whole video on that. It breaks it down. It's a great video. Very, very informative. So if you need that, it's under my video trainings tab again. I think it's like $47, but it's more than worth it. Your health is more than worth it. Okay. So please normalize spending money on preventative care when it comes to your health. Please normalize, actually taking the steps and to heal yourself before you get a diagnosis, before you even want to try to get pregnant. You know what I mean? Heal your reproductive health issues now, okay? Or prevent anything from happening. Let's normalize that, and not just I'm gonna just do IVF. It's all good, because you don't know what can happen. You don't know whether you'll be able to afford it in the future when you're ready to have a baby. You just don't know. IVF is not no joke, guys. I've known people that it's literally ruined their marriage. That's how bad it is. Because imagine them pumping you with hormones. And if you are dealing with infertility, your hormones are already off. So your hormones are already imbalanced. So imagine them pumping you with more added hormones. So your body is definitely off balance. It just does a lot to your mental health. I know so many marriages that were ruined because of IVF. It's not a walk in the park. It's a very drooling experience. Trust me, it's a lot easier to heal your womb the natural way than to do IVF. Okay. So I say all that to say, Guys, get a copy. If you did not watch the training, go ahead and get you a copy of the training, because like I said, every woman needs a copy of that. Because I don't know why I posted in the group about it several times. I know some people got in the group late, but I also have made it a whole event in the group, but some people still miss it, and it's okay. I had it in the group for 24 hours. If you have not gotten it, click the link in my bio, get it it's only $33. And then, like I said, it's going to go up in a couple weeks. So every woman needs to watch that video. It is packed with information on how to heal your womb. Let's start doing that and not relying on IVF to save us. Because IVF is not going to save you like you think. Especially if you're black, it's not going to save you like you think it's going to save you. I'm telling you that right now. You know. All right. So that's pretty much it. Again, if you want to work with me, feel free to send me a DM. Okay, I would love to work with you on healing your womb, healing your fibroids. I would love to work with you on healing your heavy bleeding, on, you know, if you're dealing with infertility, I would love to help you in getting rid of that, undoing that, reversing that naturally, the natural way. All right, so that's pretty much it, ladies. Hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.